So Elon Musk and Donald Trump, what people was calling a dynamic duo, is officially over. Elon Musk said he's done with the administration. He did his work, and now he gone. But that's seeming right to me, bruh. This man said, I can't stand behind Trump's one big beautiful bill. Whatever that mean. So y'all remember, Trump selected Elon to be the head of Doge, which means the Department of Government Efficiency. So this man Elon had the power to say, you spending too much money here, cut this, cut that.
We said it wouldn't last long, so hours after Musk says he's disappointed in Trump's tax spending bill, old Elon and Trump are now parting ways. But that's not what this video is about, though. Do you think that billionaire care about being laid off from the Trump administration? I'm going to show you why he already got his return on investment. Doge was never about efficiency, and we have a graph here that illustrates how it wasn't. Here's how Elon Musk had direct business tie interest to 70%, yes, 70% of the government's agencies that was targeted by Doge. Government agencies, from the ones that do environment, to the ones that do energy, to the ones that do defense and agriculture. If you decided to investigate or try to regulate
White House, don't for a minute think that he didn't get exactly what he came for. He shoved through billions of dollars in government contracts in huge conflicts of interest. He escaped multiple investigations into his companies for violating safety regulations and rules. He fired thousands of federal employees.
Hey my people, it's Gracie here once again, welcoming you back to the channel. I hope that from wherever you my lovelies are watching this from, you're doing all right, and God has protected you and preserved you very well. I do appreciate all of you that keep supporting, and of course to the generous souls that give me super thanks and super chats on here. Thank you so very much. I do appreciate you. And of course a big shout out to my members that keep supporting through the membership program. Yes, I appreciate you as well so very much. And as always, we definitely have another good, interesting, nice episode to dive ourselves into. And in this one, we are going to be reacting on Elon Musk. The pressure has gotten worse. The pressure has gotten worse, and because the pressure has gotten worse, he has, exited the White House and Doge. Yes, he declared that or announced that on his platform X, and we are going to look at those videos in here and the reactions of people. And we'll come back and talk about it. Just do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it, and let me know what you think about this very episode.
We have major breaking news right now. Elon Musk has officially quit the Department of Government Efficiency. He will be leaving the federal government. It is the end of Elon Musk's time at Doge. In a new statement released just now, Elon Musk says, quote, "As my scheduled time as a special government employee comes to an end, I would like to thank President Donald Trump for the opportunity to reduce wasteful spending. The Doge mission will only strengthen over time as it becomes a way of life throughout the government." Folks, this comes during a bad time for Elon Musk. Tesla sales continue to fall around the globe. SpaceX had another failed rocket launch. Twitter has been having major issues lately, and Tesla stock, well, it hasn't been doing well this year, prompting him to leave the federal government and go focus on the companies that he owns and should be running and should have been running. Well, now Elon Musk's time in the federal government has officially come to an end. He has officially left the federal government. Spread the word. I'll do a full breakdown of this on my Substack, link to my bio, so subscribe for free and follow along for all the news you need to know about.
This morning, Elon Musk is out, stepping away from his role at the Department of Government Efficiency. Overnight, posting online, "I would like to thank President Trump for the opportunity to reduce wasteful spending." For months, Musk has been working to slash agencies as a special government employee, attempting to cut trillions in federal spending, but facing resistance from the public, lawmakers, and members of Trump's cabinet. And in the last hours of working for the administration, Musk publicly breaking with the president on his massive spending bill, arguing it would undo their own efforts to shrink the federal government.
I was disappointed to see the massive spending bill, frankly, which increases the budget deficit, not just decrease it, and undermines the work that the Doge team is doing.
The president not publicly going after Musk, but arguing the bill couldn't cut too many programs in order to get it through the House.
Well, reactions, a lot of things. Number one, we have to get a lot of votes. We can't be cutting. We need to get a lot of support and we have a lot of support. We had to get it through the House.
The bill Republicans just pushed through the House, officially called the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, does promise to slash federal spending by $1.5 trillion, with major cuts to Medicaid and food assistance programs. But the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office now estimates it will add $3.8 trillion to national deficit over the next 10 years. The bill has divided Republican lawmakers, and even the president says it's not perfect.
I'm not happy about certain aspects of it, but I'm thrilled by other aspects of it.
But Republicans back in their own home districts are now forced to defend the bill and other actions taken by the administration.
I am going to do the very best job I can on your behalf.
At a town hall in Nebraska, Republican Congressman Mike Flood admitting he wasn't aware of everything that was in the bill when he voted for it.
This provision was unknown to me when I voted for the bill.
And in Iowa, Republican Congresswoman Ashley Henson booed at a town hall as she touted the bill.
I was also proud to vote for President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill last week. This is a generational investment.
So as for Elon Musk, his role in the government was intended to be limited, but in recent days, he has said he spent too much time focused on politics as his businesses took a hit, George.
We said it wouldn't last long, so hours after Musk says he's disappointed in Trump's tax spending bill, old Elon and Trump are now parting ways. But that's not what this video is about, though. Do you think that billionaire care about being laid off from the Trump administration? I'm going to show you why he already got his return on investment. Doge was never about efficiency, and we have a graph here that illustrates how it wasn't. Here's how Elon Musk had direct business tie interest to 70%. Yes, 70% of the government's agencies that was targeted by Doge. Government agencies, from the ones that do environment to the ones that do energy to the ones that do defense and agriculture. If you decided to investigate or try to regulate any of Elon Musk's business desires and interests, your ass got targeted by Doge. And I hate to say it, but I kind of agree with Elon Musk. That big, beautiful spending bill, bullshit. And of course, the reasons why I disagree with the bill, Elon probably disagree with those too. But what's buried in the big, bogus, beautiful bill right here, I wouldn't call it beautiful, I would just call it bogus. This man can now delay or cancel elections legally. He can also ignore Supreme Court rulings a year or more. He can fire government workers for not being politically loyal to him. He can make sure judges can't enforce their own orders. He can make sure protesters can be tracked and criminalized. He makes sure that LGBTQ rights, education, healthcare, and media is gutted. Your VPN, tracked. Your vote, suppressed. Your speech, flagged. The bill doesn't break the law. It literally rewrites the law for Trump to be able to do whatever he wants to do to wit's end. Wasn't the George Orwellian? These folks got 1,100 pages dressed up as freedom. Meanwhile, they are robbing us of ours and taking all the money that we have to survive while they taking the freedom. For the people in the back, if you've ever said it won't be that bad or the courts will stop him, just know this bill makes it so they can't stop him and it will be that damn bad. We knew this bromance wouldn't last long. I just wondered that they get busy one last time before they parted ways.
So the departure of Elon Musk's role as head of Doge and a senior White House advisory has been confirmed. It's been confirmed. You can look it up on BBC.com. You can look it up on ABC.com. You can look it up on Reuters.com. And now that that has been confirmed, so clap it up for that. Now that that's been confirmed, I've decided to comprise a little list here of the things that he's gained and lost in his little 5-month reign. But first, let's get into the promises that he couldn't keep, right? So, as head of Doge, he claimed to be able to cut $2 trillion from federal spending. They only cut $175 billion, and such saving claims are still deemed unverifiable, right? These were claims that he said that they made. They're not verified. Okay, let's get into another thing. Before he left, right, the House passed a bill that would actually add $3.3 trillion to the national deficit, right? And I wonder how much of that money is actually going to him, considering he's been racking up on these government contracts. But I digress, right? Let's see some of the things that he's actually earned. Tesla is tanking, right? The Axios Harris annual reputation poll of American companies placed Tesla at 95. Their ranking is 95, as in one of the worst companies, right? Literally 5 slots away from slot number 100, making you the worst, right? It's gotten so bad that even Tesla owners are receiving the backlash. due to the Tesla hate. You have Yoni Mecker, who is a owner for Blue Angels Roofing in Alabama and in Georgia. And he says that his company has lost $70,000 in business contracts and have been racking up negative reviews online just because of the use of the truck. The company's use of the truck is effing up the reputation that has nothing to do with Elon, but that's how serious it is. And Europe, which used to be where Tesla made most of its revenue, yeah, it's been yo-yoing, going up and down, but sales have officially plunged 50% amid all of the backlash. Nobody wants to, currently right now, he's suing advertisers because they don't want to use or advertise on his platform X, Twitter. So what was acquired at, I believe, $44 million is now a big liability. It's not an asset anymore. And instead of changing what he needs to change, he's suing the advertising companies. So that's what he's gained. And also want to note, even though he stepped down as head, he still has an unofficial advisory role. So he's still making sure to keep those government connections, keep Donald Trump close by. So make sure that he loses everything. 50% is not enough. He needs to lose it all.
Elon Musk says his days at the White House or in government, those days are gone, they're over. He said he is going back to his businesses. Now, I don't know. Some folks are wondering, is it a conscious uncoupling? Is it amicable? Is there some tension there? I can't tell you that, but I will tell you, in order not to give financial disclosures, in order for it not to be a conflict of interest, he was only permitted to work 130 days, no more than 130 days in a 365-day period in order not to do that. But think about it. The numbers from Europe for Tesla just came back. They're down 29%, and we know what the numbers are here in the United States, down as well. I think Elon realized he had to get back to his businesses. Now, whether this is the end of him in government, I don't know. But he and Trump, they're done.
Well, ain't this some bull? So Elon Musk, according to this news article, has officially left the White House after gaining access. Got all the visuals of looking into the federal government payment system and different types of systems. After all these people have lost their job and everything, Elon and his children Doge. According to this article, Doge, the Department of supposed to be efficiency, may be coming to an end. Elon does not like the Repub's spending budget bill. The reason why I say spending is because Elon said it goes up against everything he was trying to do. Now, you created the Department of Efficiency and they are spending. So could it be the cutting the jobs and keeping the money of which you would have paid out for people's salaries? Now the Repubs is looking to do what with it? And you guys thought Democrats was doing wasteful spending. Elon, the head person of Tesla, do not like Republican bill. So what do you Republicans and Democrats and independents think about this?
So Elon Musk and Donald Trump, what people was calling a dynamic duo, is officially over. Elon Musk said he's done with the administration. He did his work, and now he gone. But that shit ain't seeming right to me, bruh. This man said, I can't stand behind Trump's one big beautiful bill. Whatever the fuck that mean. So y'all remember, Trump selected Elon to be the head of Doge, which means the Department of Government Efficiency. So this man Elon had the power to say, you spending too much money here, cut this, cut that. I don't like that. You should cut that. That's too much money being spent. They allowed this man Elon to oversee everything that was going on in the US. And now he just gone. But what's not gone is the information he got. So once Trump rolled out the one big beautiful bill, that's when allegedly Elon was like, okay, I'm not agreeing with this. This some bullshit. That's when he went public and said that new bill that Donald Trump just said was bloated and reckless. And he don't want no parts of it. So here's where I'm still trying to wrap my head around this shit. So Elon said he's done. But they let this man know every little classified secret with the US and all the sensitive shit. He got all of this, y'all. And he's the richest man in the fucking world. If he want to, he can go work anywhere. He can go work in Russia and China. This man real live waited 130 days to say I'm gone. Because he know if he went past that 130 day mark, he would have became full-time. So was this all planned from the start?
Elon Musk is having his find out moment. The part where he realizes he was never there to make anything efficient. That he was only there to fulfill the Project 2025 agenda item of dismantling the federal government.
I was like disappointed to see the massive spending bill, frankly, which increases the budget deficit, not just decrease it, and undermines the work that the Doge team is doing.
I actually thought that when this big, beautiful bill came along. I mean, like, everything he's done on Doge gets wiped out in the first year.
I think a bill can be big or it can be beautiful, but I don't know if it can be both. My personal opinion.
I guess now that he's out of government, he feels free to criticize some of the things Trump's doing and the Republicans, including this bill that completely undermines everything he was doing at Doge and what his Doge team is supposedly continuing to do. So I can see how that would be frustrating for him. But at least he's got all the federal investigations into his companies off his back. Those have been wiped out now after his work. So now he can return to all these companies and continue doing the things he was doing there. And he really should get back to his companies because his latest SpaceX launch today blew up again and scattered debris all across the Caribbean and caused flights to divert and was a dangerous situation. One of the things he was being investigated about, but I'm sure this time nothing will happen. Liberals shouldn't celebrate just yet now that he's out of government because he's still running these companies doing things like this where rockets are exploding over populated areas. Let me know what you guys think about this. Comment, like, share, spread the word, and I'll see you back here for the 411.
White House. Don't for a minute think that he didn't get exactly what he came for. He shoved through billions of dollars in government contracts in huge conflicts of interest. He escaped multiple investigations into his companies for violating safety regulations and rules. He fired thousands of federal employees. He collected millions of pieces of data on all of us, and God knows what he's going to do with all of that. He didn't really save the taxpayers any money at all. His quote, austerity cuts resulted in chaos. And in many cases, a lot of these government agencies having to go back and rehire people. So they ended up spending ultimately more money. We are less safe and less secure because of Trump and Elon Musk. I mean, for God's sakes, just look at the NIH, look at Newark Airport where no one's even flying in right now because we literally don't have enough air traffic controllers to make the skies safe. And what really struck me as I was putting this story together is just the repulsive greed of Elon Musk and the Trumpian billionaire cult class. The Republicans just voted to pass a bill that will drive the poorest Americans into deeper poverty by raising their taxes, the poor people's taxes, and taking away their health care and food assistance. That is a next level type of cruelty, and it was done intentionally.
We do have, for the first time in 25 years, we have more children dying. Instead of it going down, it's now going up. And unless we reverse pretty quickly, that'll be over 1 million additional deaths.
And you lay some of this at the feet of Doge and, of course, Elon Musk. And I hope I'm getting this even closer. You said the picture of the world's richest man being involved in the death of the world's poorest is not a pretty one.
That's right.
Well said.
Say what you will about Bill Gates, but he recently announced that he plans to give away 99% of his wealth in the next 20 years. That is on top of the billions of dollars that he and his ex-wife, Melinda French Gates, have already given through their own Gates Foundation and many other philanthropies. And according to Benzinga, Gates and his former wife would have surpassed Elon Musk in wealth long ago had they not engaged in so much philanthropy and sold off the majority of their Microsoft stock. They would have been the world's first trillionaires. But no, they chose a different path. They chose to do good with their vast wealth. This is in stark contrast to the gross greed we see now where Musk, Trump, Jeff Bezos, Zuckerberg, and all these others, this club of clowns are just hoarding the bulk of the world's wealth while people are literally starving and dying because of lack of access to basic needs, housing, food, and medical care. And yet Americans decided to vote into power people who want to give these obscenely rich people bigger tax cuts while cutting off what tiny little benefits the poorest of us have. So my take today is suck it, Elon, you crying white, rich titty baby, as the I Had It girls say. The sooner the world moves on from you and your evil ilk, the better off we will all be. And I am praying that it is sooner than later. Thanks for watching, you guys. I hope to see you back here soon. Please follow me on my socials, which will be linked in the description below. And also join me over on Substack, where I just launched a brand new Substack. I would love to see you over there as well. All right. And as always, peace.
I want you guys to let me know what you think in the comments section, because I do have quite a number of things that are running in my head. I understand that this is very, very exciting, by the way, for a lot of Americans, and all around the world, people have been boycotting and protesting against, Elon Musk. Now, he admits that he's not done any damage to anyone, and therefore people shouldn't even be boycotting and, damaging properties that are of Tesla and stuff like that, right? But he's forgetting that he started the chaos. He introduced the chaos. Yeah, Medicaid, federal workers, the vets, literally every person that has been affected by this administration. The face of it was not only Donald Trump. The face of it was him. So for him not to take accountability like one of the ladies in here, it is very, very crazy. Now, why am I saying that I have quite a lot of things that are going in my head? Yes, I know that he's moving out, but I have a feeling that he's already manipulated the system. I just have a feeling, and I want you guys to let me know what you think, right? That's what I think. And also, I feel like he's gotten all the endorsements that he wants. If there is government contracts that he's already, gotten, right? If he's already secured those, I don't think those are going to go away. And I know that Americans are not going to stop actually boycotting, right? Because they know that he's the one that began all of this, right? Which is going to be very, very good. I understand that quite a number of people will be like, why would you hate someone so bad? They were fronting Americans first. I wouldn't mind if the things he was cutting was just, wasteful spending in terms of America sending it to other people and letting the Americans starve and die and all of that, right? I wouldn't mind. But these things directly link to people in America, and it affects them directly. Medicaid was cut, food stamps cut, like people on disability, all those benefits and stuff like that. All of it is meant to be taken away. And who initiated it? Him, right? But is it true that he's really going away? He's going to be moving away. And it is very interesting because he moved away, in a time where I think he had issues with that big, beautiful bill. Oh my goodness. He didn't agree with that. So he decided to, move away. But another thing, I saw a clip of him regretting actually why he participated so much in politics, because they were interviewing him and asking him, will you be having further future engagements in politics like you have done? And he was like, I think I have done enough. Which again takes me back to, I have a lot of things going on in my head. Have you done enough in a way that you have secured so much, right? That's enough what you were targeting? Because there's no way a billionaire like him would enter into a government department without targeting something. He definitely was targeting something that is going to benefit him in turn. There's no way he would move in blindly just like that. No. There's something big that he has taken. I know he has access to data, American people data. Yo, my goodness. This is such a mixture. But I do appreciate that the pressure really, really got to him to an extent that he was like, it's either I stay in government and lose whatever that I have, or I move out of government and go back to who I was and start minding my own business. And from the way things have been looking like, even his businesses have not been going good. And let's be honest, if at all this is the reason as to why he moved away from the White House and Dodge, and he's like, you know what, I want to focus on my businesses, it's quite also going to take some time for him to revamp back. That's why I appreciate the people that, put in all the collective effort to pressure him and show him that he actually is not who he thinks he is without the people. It's the people that make him a billionaire. And Americans and all across the globe, right? People have finally shown him that without us, the peasants, without us that are buying you cars, without us that are supporting you, you're not going to be anything. So if you try to come to destroy us, if you come after us, we are going to come after you and your wealth. So I think it is quite good news. It's so good to see the efforts of the boycotts working, right? But still, skepticism. I feel like he can still monitor. I feel like if for it to be more rewarding, he even needs to lose all the contracts that he secured. Yes, he needs to lose them for people to get a very good. Now, trust me, I'm not here trying to say, I get excited at the downfalls of other people. That man has caused a downfall to so many people. What you sow is normally what you reap. It's not us wishing this on him. It is his own actions that are producing the consequences. And apparently, a lot of people in the comment section are saying, you know what? Donald Trump is a career crusher. That he's crushed Elon's dreams and career. And I don't know about that, because he still is rich. He still is a billionaire. Except if otherwise. But I want you guys to let me know what you think in the comment section. Are you excited about this? What do you think? Do you think he's really, really moved away? And what is this going to do to the cabinet and the Dodge, the department itself? Because it was put in place because of him. Wasteful spending. He calls, Medicaid and all these benefits that used to benefit Americans. Wasteful spending, right? What is it going to do to this? Anywho, don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel as well. And let me know what you think in the comment section. I think from me for today, that's it. I love all of you, and I'll see you in another amazing video. Until then, my name is Chrissy. Bye-bye.